The rap world is in absolute shock right now, and Twitter is losing it. What started as a small rumor has exploded into full-blown chaos, with fans, insiders, and even industry experts weighing in on what's quickly being called 21 Savage's worst downfall of all time. And the twist that's sending shockwaves through the streets? Drake allegedly won't work with him again. That's right, the collaboration that was supposed to be a chart-topping moment now hangs in limbo, leaving fans asking, what happened? Sources say that 21 Savage's recent actions, both on social media and behind the scenes, have ignited a storm that even the most loyal fans are struggling to defend. Clips have surfaced online showing heated exchanges, mysterious disappearances of tracks, and subtle jabs aimed at industry heavyweights. Meanwhile, Drake, who's known for being strategic with his partnerships, reportedly distanced himself after seeing the controversy unfold. Some insiders claim it wasn't just about one incident. It was a series of missteps that escalated tensions to an unprecedented level. The streets are buzzing, memes are flying, and conspiracy theories are running wild. Fans are dissecting every snippet, every tweet, every cryptic post from 21 Savage, trying to piece together the sequence of events that led to this meltdown. From alleged bot controversies to behind-the-scenes music leaks, the picture is messy, complicated, and completely consuming the hip-hop conversation. So what does this mean for 21 Savage career? Is this truly the beginning of an irreversible downfall, or is there a way for him to bounce back? And how deep does Drake's decision really go? Professional distancing, personal feud, or a combination of both? Buckle up, because the answers are explosive, the drama is real, and the stakes have never been higher in the rap game. Here's the full story behind why 21 Savage downfall is making history, and why Drake may never work with him again. The tension in the rap world right now is off the charts. What seemed like a minor blip in 21 Savage career has escalated into a full-blown saga, leaving fans and industry insiders scrambling to piece together what went wrong. Sources close to the artist claim that multiple incidents over the past few months have culminated in what some are calling the worst downfall of his career. It's not just the social media drama, it's the decisions behind the scenes, the alleged mishandling of music releases, and the strange controversies surrounding his collaborations that have put him under an intense spotlight. And at the center of it all, Drake, one of the biggest names in the game, reportedly stepping back from working with him, a move that has sparked endless speculation. Industry insiders suggest that the problems began subtly, with small leaks and rumors. Some tracks that were supposed to drop alongside 21 Savage collaborations mysteriously vanished, while cryptic messages circulated online hinting at internal conflicts. Fans noticed unusual behavior on 21 Savage social media, posts that seemed off-brand, stories that hinted at dissatisfaction, and interactions with other rappers that seemed tense or even confrontational. The narrative quickly caught fire when rumors emerged that bots were allegedly used to manipulate streams, pushing his music artificially. While some dismissed it as fan speculation, the chatter grew louder after multiple insiders confirmed that some form of streaming manipulation may have occurred. What really pushed the situation into chaos, however, was Drake's reported response. Known for his strategic approach to partnerships, Drake is not someone who distances himself lightly. Sources indicate that after observing the controversies surrounding 21 Savage, he made the decision to halt any further collaboration, sending shockwaves through the industry. Some insiders suggest that Drake's decision wasn't just professional. It was a calculated move to protect his brand from being associated with controversy, especially after the streaming manipulation rumors went public. For many fans, this move alone was enough to signal that the situation was serious, and that 21 Savage was entering uncharted territory in terms of public perception and professional reputation. Meanwhile, the streets and online forums exploded with discussions. Twitter threads dissected every interaction between 21 Savage and Drake, while TikTok creators speculated about the timing of his latest moves and the possible consequences. Fans tried to connect the dots between the alleged streaming issues, the delayed music, and Drake's distancing. Some claimed that 21 Savage had mishandled communication with collaborators, while others suggested he may have underestimated how public perception could spiral out of control. The combination of social media scrutiny, industry gossip, and official reports created a perfect storm, one that left both casual fans and insiders asking the same question. How did it come to this? As the story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. 21 Savage career trajectory has been dramatically impacted, and every new post, leak, or insider comment only adds fuel to the fire. From cryptic tweets to alleged mismanaged collaborations, the full picture is still emerging, but it's obvious that the artist is at a critical juncture. Will he recover and regain the trust of collaborators like Drake? Or has this become a turning point that will define the next phase of his career? The streets, fans, and industry alike are watching closely. And the next move 21 Savage makes will determine whether he can navigate this chaos, or whether this will go down as the most dramatic downfall in recent rap history. The fallout from 21 Savage's recent controversies is only intensifying, and it's becoming clear that this isn't just a temporary storm. It's a full-blown crisis with real consequences for his career. While Part 1 focused on the initial signs of trouble and the rumored fallout with Drake, now the story moves deeper into the chaos behind the scenes, where the decisions, alliances, and missteps are painting a picture of an artist at a crossroads. Sources reveal that the tension didn't just appear overnight. It was brewing for months, fueled by poor strategic choices, miscommunication with his team, and growing skepticism from the industry about his professionalism. One of the central issues appears to be his music releases. Industry insiders claim that tracks intended to dominate streaming platforms and charts either dropped late, disappeared entirely, or were released without the proper marketing push. This lack of coordination left fans confused and collaborators frustrated. Some insiders allege that 21 Savage team failed to follow through on promotional commitments, resulting in an underwhelming reception for tracks that were initially expected to be hits. While fans tried to rationalize these mishaps as simple delays, the industry saw them as red flags signaling potential instability. In an industry where timing is everything, even small missteps can have cascading consequences, and 21 Savage may now be facing the full brunt of those errors. Adding fuel to the fire is the ongoing social media speculation. Online, fans have been relentless, dissecting every tweet, Instagram story, and collaboration announcement. Some fans accuse 21 Savage of using manipulative tactics to boost his numbers, citing suspicious streaming patterns and unusual engagement metrics. Others argue that he was being unfairly targeted, claiming that leaks and algorithm anomalies often happen in the industry. Regardless of the truth, the perception alone is damaging. In today's digital-first music landscape, public perception can make or break careers, and 21 Savage is finding himself under an increasingly harsh microscope. Then there's the collaboration angle, specifically his reported fallout with Drake. Sources indicate that behind closed doors, discussions between the two camps became tense. Drake, who is known for his calculated collaborations, allegedly grew wary of the drama surrounding 21 Savage, particularly the rumors about streaming manipulation and delayed releases. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders suggest that Drake may have taken a step back from joint projects, sending a clear message to the industry that he wanted no part in what he saw as a volatile situation. This move alone has amplified the narrative that 21 Savage career momentum is in jeopardy, as fans and media outlets speculate on whether future collaborations with top-tier artists are still on the table. Meanwhile, the media frenzy continues. Blogs, YouTube channels, and Twitter threads have become relentless in covering every development. Analysts are combing through chart data, while commentators debate the impact on his brand and credibility. Some industry watchers suggest that this could be a pivotal moment, one that may determine whether 21 Savage regains his footing or slides further into controversy. His responses to the backlash have been sporadic, often cryptic, leaving fans and critics alike wondering if there's a coherent strategy behind his actions or if he's simply reacting in real time. In short, 21 Savage is navigating an incredibly complex landscape, one where every move is scrutinized, every misstep amplified, and every rumor magnified. The combination of industry pressure, social media scrutiny, and high-profile collaborator tension has created a situation that demands careful handling if he hopes to emerge unscathed. The coming weeks will be critical, as fans and insiders alike watch to see whether he can stabilize his career, repair relationships with collaborators, and regain public trust, or whether this chapter marks a turning point from which recovery is unlikely. As the storm around 21 Savage continues to grow, the reactions from fans and the wider hip-hop community are becoming increasingly vocal, and in some cases, brutally candid. Social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok have become the front line for this ongoing debate, with hashtags trending daily, fans dissecting his every move, and detractors openly predicting the end of his reign. While Part 2 explored the industry fallout and his reported tension with Drake, Part 3 dives deep into the fan reactions, street commentary, and how this controversy might shape 21 Savage's long-term trajectory in the rap game. Fans are divided into several camps. On one side, diehard supporters continue to defend him, insisting that these rumors are exaggerated and that 21 Savage has consistently delivered quality music that resonates with real listeners. They argue that the media and certain online critics are unfairly targeting him, using past incidents and controversies to paint a narrative of downfall. Many of these supporters have taken to streaming his recent tracks in record numbers, posting viral clips of his performances, and amplifying his older hits to prove that he still commands influence and loyalty. On the flip side, skeptics are relentless, pointing to missed release dates, alleged bot usage, and the high-profile fallout with Drake as evidence that 21 Savage's career is now unstable. These critics argue that perception in hip-hop is everything, and that the combination of media scrutiny and social media rumors has already inflicted irreparable damage to his credibility. In online forums, threads discuss how potential collaborators might hesitate to work with him, fearing association with controversy or lack of professionalism. The narrative of once unstoppable, now on thin ice is becoming harder to ignore. The street commentary adds another layer of intensity. In neighborhoods and cities where 21 Savage's music has a massive following, the conversation isn't just about numbers or streaming metrics. It's about legacy and respect. Local influencers, DJs, and even up-and-coming artists are weighing in, debating whether 21 Savage can maintain his dominance in a highly competitive environment. Some argue that hip-hop has always thrived on reinvention, and that this moment could become a comeback story if handled correctly. Others, however, claim that the mistakes are cumulative, painting a portrait of an artist who is losing touch with the business side of his career and potentially alienating key supporters. Industry analysts are also closely monitoring this situation. Music executives and insiders are dissecting every collaboration, every track release, and every public statement. One recurring theme is that 21 Savage's handling of the crisis will likely define his next chapter, whether he pivots strategically, strengthens relationships, and rebuilds trust, or whether he doubles down and faces further setbacks. Comparisons to past rap stars who have faced similar public controversies are inevitable. Some analysts cite examples of artists who emerged stronger after controversy, leveraging the attention to rebrand and regain dominance. Others warn that 21 Savage's current momentum may be slipping too fast for a simple rebound, especially given the competitive nature of today's hip-hop scene. Meanwhile, the media continues to fan the flames. Blogs, YouTube channels, and music commentary accounts dissect every interview, lyric, and social media post, often framing them as evidence of his decline. Headlines suggest drama at every turn, contributing to a cycle where fans' perceptions are continuously shaped by speculation rather than verified facts. For 21 Savage, this creates a challenging environment where not only his music but his personal brand is under constant examination. Missteps, whether large or small, are amplified, leaving little room for error or privacy. Ultimately, Part 3 paints a picture of an artist at a pivotal crossroads. The combination of fan scrutiny, street-level commentary, and industry pressure has created a scenario where 21 Savage must carefully navigate both public perception and internal strategy. His decisions in the coming weeks, whether to release new music, address controversies publicly, or repair damaged relationships, will likely determine whether this period becomes a temporary setback or turning point in his career. One thing is clear: the hip-hop world is watching closely, and every move counts. As the scrutiny surrounding 21 Savage intensifies, The long-term implications of this crisis are becoming increasingly evident. Part 4 shifts focus from immediate reactions and fan debates to a deeper analysis of how this situation might shape his career trajectory, his relationships within the music industry, and the perception of his brand among both peers and fans. The stakes are high, and the next moves could define his legacy in hip-hop for years to come. One of the primary areas of concern is collaborations. Hip-hop thrives on strategic partnerships, and artists often rely on each other to maintain relevance and expand their audience. In 21 Savage's case, the fallout from his rumored disputes, alleged butt usage, and the publicized issues with Drake have created a ripple effect that could deter potential collaborators. Record labels, producers, and even other high-profile artists are reportedly exercising caution, weighing the risk of associating with someone currently under intense scrutiny. Industry insiders point out that even minor controversies can influence deal-making decisions, sponsorships, and marketing opportunities, which means 21 Savage's ability to secure future collaborations may be directly impacted if perceptions of instability persist. Beyond collaborations, branding and public image are at stake. In modern hip-hop, an artist's personal brand is inseparable from their music. 21 Savage's social media presence, public appearances, and lyrical content are all being dissected through the lens of this controversy. Any misstep, intentional or accidental, can be amplified into a narrative of decline. Analysts note that maintaining a strong brand requires consistent messaging and careful management of both personal and professional actions. For 21 Savage, navigating this landscape while under pressure demands strategic communication, an understanding of media narratives, and the ability to rebuild trust with his audience. Failing to do so could result in a permanent erosion of his fan base, particularly among younger listeners who are highly engaged on digital platforms. The potential financial consequences are also significant. Concert bookings, merchandise sales, streaming numbers, and endorsement deals are all influenced by public perception. With this controversy dominating headlines, there's a risk that some revenue streams could be affected. Industry experts highlight that, while controversy can sometimes boost attention and streams, sustained negative publicity often discourages investment and reduces long-term profitability. In 21 Savage's case, he faces the delicate challenge of leveraging media attention without letting the negative narrative overshadow his artistic output. Another crucial aspect is the influence of rivalries and competition within the hip-hop community. In a climate where every move is scrutinized, competitors are often quick to capitalize on another artist's missteps. Reports indicate that some rivals may be using this moment to challenge 21 Savage's dominance, releasing tracks or engaging with media narratives that amplify his perceived instability. This competitive dynamic adds another layer of pressure, as fans increasingly compare his actions and output with those of his peers. How he responds, not just musically, but strategically, could either restore his authority or accelerate the perception of decline. Mentorship and guidance are often overlooked in moments like this, yet they are critical. Artists who successfully navigate crises typically rely on trusted advisors, managers, and mentors to provide perspective and strategy. For 21 Savage, surrounding himself with experienced professionals who understand both the creative and business sides of the industry may be essential. These advisors can help him determine the timing of new releases, media appearances, and public statements to maximize positive impact and mitigate further damage. Finally, this situation underscores a broader lesson about resilience and reinvention in the hip-hop industry. While the current headlines may seem overwhelming, history has shown that artists who respond strategically to controversy can often emerge stronger. How 21 Savage chooses to address this moment, through transparency, consistent engagement, or a creative pivot, will likely define not only the next chapter of his career but also his long-term legacy in the genre. Fans, industry insiders, and competitors alike are watching closely, making this one of the most pivotal periods in his career. As the fallout surrounding 21 Savage continues, it's clear that this period marks a critical juncture in his career. The current controversies are more than headlines. They represent a test of his resilience, public perception, and long-term influence within hip-hop. While media coverage often emphasizes immediate drama, the The deeper challenge lies in navigating the aftermath and redefining his narrative in a way that maintains credibility and fan loyalty. Rebuilding trust with his audience is essential. Fans are vocal and discerning, and in an era dominated by social media, any misstep can be magnified instantly. The narrative around 21 Savage has shifted, and regaining confidence requires strategic transparency. Analysts note that authenticity and consistency are critical. Openly addressing concerns, owning past mistakes, and demonstrating personal growth are more effective than deflecting criticism. Each statement, public appearance, or social media post carries weight, and miscalculations can extend controversies or damage his brand permanently. Musically, this situation could significantly influence his creative output. Artists often channel personal and professional struggles into their music, producing their most compelling and relatable work in the process. For 21 Savage, this could mean tracks that explore themes of loyalty, betrayal, resilience, and survival. These topics resonate universally, and fans tend to connect deeply with artists who expose vulnerability while maintaining strength. His choice of collaborators, production style, and promotional strategy may reflect a renewed commitment to asserting control over his narrative, turning scrutiny into artistic opportunity. The business dimension of his career is equally complex. Streaming metrics, endorsements, and touring prospects are all intertwined with public image. Every career decision, from announcing new projects to public appearances, must be carefully calculated. Mistimed or poorly communicated moves can exacerbate the controversy, while strategic, deliberate actions can stabilize and even strengthen his public standing. Industry experts emphasize that short-term setbacks are not necessarily career-ending. Consistent output, engagement with loyal fans, and smart partnerships can mitigate long-term damage. Competition in the hip-hop landscape adds another layer of pressure. Rivals often seize moments of perceived vulnerability to assert dominance, whether through music, commentary, or media narratives. This competitive environment is challenging, but it also provides an opportunity to reaffirm authority. Demonstrating creativity, poise, and calculated strategy can transform scrutiny into a defining moment. By responding decisively without overreacting, 21 Savage can reinforce his stature and remind the industry and fans alike why he commands respect. Mentorship and guidance are essential during turbulent periods. Managers, advisors, and trusted collaborators provide insights that help navigate public relations challenges while supporting creative decisions. Leaning on this network allows him to focus on music and personal growth while ensuring each career move is strategic. Aligning with the right team is often what separates artists who recover effectively from those whose controversies linger. Ultimately, this period highlights both the fragility and resilience inherent in modern hip-hop careers. The challenges are formidable, yet not insurmountable. Artists who emerge from adversity with clarity, strategy, and renewed focus often strengthen their legacy. For 21 Savage, the months ahead will determine how he recovers from this crisis and solidifies his place as a cultural figure and musical force. Navigating pressure, transforming controversy into creativity, and reasserting relevance could mark the next chapter of his career, a resurgence that reminds the world of his impact, resilience, and artistic authority. If you're serious about staying ahead in the hip-hop world, you cannot miss what's coming next. Every week, we're breaking down the biggest controversies, hidden stories, and behind-the-scenes chaos with your favorite artists. No sugarcoating, no fluff. From 21 Savage latest drama to Lil Durk's FBI situations, we're giving you all the receipts, the analysis, and the reactions that the mainstream won't cover. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the crew that's always first to know the truth. Drop a comment with your thoughts, because your voice matters and we break down everything fans are talking about. Don't just scroll past. Get the full story, get the context, and see what really went down. Stay plugged in, stay informed, and be part of the movement that's changing how the rap game is reported.